I'm Robin Curian, and you're watching Run It with Robin. I am here with Brandon Camphor and OneWay. You know, when I was listening to you guys on stage, I was like, you could have went the R&B route. You could have done some pop. Why gospel?
Well, I think the name of the group sums that up. We believe there's only one way to the Father, that's Jesus.
You were God and God alone, and the world is in your hands.
Yeah, now how did you guys meet? You're from the DMV area, right?
Yeah. Tell him, Angela.
Come on, Angela.
Fred, Brandon, and I went to high school together. Brandon, he ear hustles sometimes. I think like one day he probably heard her sing and was like, oh my God, angel from heaven, come sing with us.
Definitely keep God in the center of it all.
We pray together. We share life together. We're each very different, and we see that at times, but the one thing that keeps us united is our love for Jesus.
So you have a new album, Hope is Alive, and you have a single out right now on the radio called I Choose You.
If they ask me to choose, I'll choose you.
Tell me when there was a time in your life where you chose God rather than something else.
When I was 17, my mom passed away, and I struggled with depression and drinking and just doing a whole bunch of things that just weren't God. I went to Celebration Church in Baltimore, and the preacher was up and he was just talking about God's love, and it really touched me in a way that it had never touched me before in my entire life, and I decided to turn my life around, and I chose Christ.
I grew up in church my whole life, and born on a pew, as they say, and you know, I began serving God because I wanted to, but at some point it began to shift into me questioning, am I serving God just because I love him, or is there a hidden agenda there, meaning I know the things I want to see in my life to happen, and I'm hoping that if I'm committed to him, he's going to give me those dreams fulfilled. And there was a timeline I put on that, and at a time when that wasn't happening, I began to then question and say, wait a minute, why am I giving my life to you if you're not going to give me what I want? God's love always wins. He's so faithful. The love is unconditional. He pursues you when you're running away. And for me, that's what made me choose Christ. 'Cause I'm like, who would deny a love like this that pursues you when you're running away?
My wife and I, over the last 2 years, we've lost 3 babies, and to have living beings die in your hand, you know, and then now after that, you know, you're faced with so many questions. I think every day, you know, I'm choosing God, you know, over what I've experienced. I'm choosing peace, the peace of God. I'm choosing the love of God. I'm choosing the comfort of God. And that's what that song even means to me, you know. I choose God every day.
There have been times where I've tried to impress my family with the things that I do. God had to pull me away from every relationship and keep me in a time of aloneness so I can really understand the significance of first his love and first my relationship with him.
What are we going to be expecting to hear with this new album?
Well, it's a lot of life music. That's the best way to say it. The title is Hope is Alive, and that translates in so many different ways. Of course, first, spiritually, Jesus is the hope of our salvation. He's our expected end, you know. In the end of this life, we hope to see Jesus, and we're living for that purpose.
Christ alone, my hope is found. He is my light, my strength, my song.
People experience despair and loneliness and tragedy and all these different things in everyday life. People need to hear the attributes of Jesus' character, the love that he can give and the comfort in your brokenness and the strength to let go when it's hard to change in a scenario. Hey everybody, this is Brandon Camphor and OneWay, and you're watching Run It with Robin.
So many people pulling me their own way, worthless affection.